shit.
What?
Drake is seriously might drop tonight.
Okay. Yeah, listen, I believe everybody. Did it drop? Is it on streaming?
No, he texted Kai
Cenat.
Yeah, Kai Cenat, and he said stay on stream.
Okay, here we go. Family Matters. I got it queued up.
Maybe
7 minutes.
Oh my god.
7 minutes.
Oh no.
Drake has something to say.
Oh no.
Drake has things.
No. Drake and his ghostwriters have something to say.
Still, Drake has messages to communicate. All right, let's give it a spin. Drake, Family Matters. Boom.
Nigga, I said it. I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip of bag 29 for the thought. Trying to keep it PG. If you had nigga YG, you know who really paperwork of that shit fake T. Can't main squeeze. Out here begging for it. Happen like you about to get the slaves free.
Oh no!
What?
You needed to see this visual over here. You did see that he's fucking forklifting the Good Kid, Mad City van. He's gonna fucking throw this shit in the trash compactor.
Oh my god.
He's fucking throwing the shit, the layers. Drake is bringing layers. He's gonna fucking trash compactor this shit. Holy fucking shit.
Oh my god.
Brutality.
Make believe.
Ooh. Oh, you're acting like an activist. It's make believe. But you won't go back to your hood and plant no money trees. Holy fucking shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
What ghostwriter came up with that line?
I don't know, but it's listen, listen. I don't care if it's a ghostwriter. Like, I mean, I do care on some level, but simultaneously,
listen, the beat is corny.
Stop. I'm talking. What matters is if it stings. What matters is if it stings. And it might sting. If it stings, it's fucked up. If it still stings, it doesn't matter. If it stings, it stings. If it's a stinger, it's a stinger. But I think Kendrick can respond. We'll see. We're only a minute in.
Say please, oh mix queen and hit vanilla cream, self-esteem. Oh Whitney need all that.
Ow. Oh no. Oh my fucking god. He's going to the seventh circle of fucking hell. Holy fucking shit.
He's going personal with it.
He's going to the seventh fucking circle of fucking hell. Holy shit.
Black Messiah wiping up a movie in y'all late teens. Why you this? Don't blame me. You a dog. Hey freeze.
Oh no, not him sounding like he's trying not to laugh. He's sounding like he's trying not to fucking laugh. Holy shit.
Secret BD, the hands on your knees, hands on your
with the sexy red interpolation, with the sexy red, and where the visual's still going. The van is now in the trash compactor.
Yeah,
they're gonna crush that shit.
Not that kind of freak with Kenny here, no matter what I say. I know you niggas say ways drop.
Beat switching.
Yeah, we take this shit seriously. Okay.
It's getting serious now? We're getting more serious?
Okay.
Take it serious. Nigga can't listen to the stick talking falsettos. It acting when it's wartime. I ain't even really heard Rick drop. Nigga talking something about a snowball, cause my last record deal was 400. Good Kid, Mad City. Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you. Let me get a use Ferrari for a rapper. Take you know shit, made me sick to my stomach. We to it. 2 separate albums dissing. I just Baby King put his pen to it. Ross calling me the waste man. What?
Part 3. Okay. Let's keep going.
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand West Coast nigga.
This isn't it.
Right? Come get some Eliza, come out of your mouth. Don't be.
Okay, wait, hold on a second. Do we know he called the Tupac estate? That sort of seems like the kind of thing that you would get called out for regardless. That's why you dropped it on a Friday, so you could have the track up for the weekend. Okay.
Anthony set up the place.
Oh, that's me. He's talking about me.
What I'ma say, clearly because of the boy. The honor isn't blacker than you, we get it, we got it. When you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense cause she bigger than you? Your wife, I'm guessing this wedding ain't happening right. Like, oh shit, it's all making sense. There's nothing you saying could bother me, right? I get on out here that's calling it right. You did. Did you beat on your queen? The picture you painted ain't what it's
accusations of domestic violence accusations, bro. Like, I don't want to hear like, oh, I went on for 7 minutes. He didn't say not to say that. That's such bullshit. That's such bullshit. Don't just say, oh, I didn't say nothing for 7 minutes. He didn't say anything for 7 whole minutes. That's not true. That's not true. Ooh, chat. Ooh, who won this round? Chat's. Oh, wow. Good poll. Good poll idea.
Thank you. That's a good compliment.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. Much needed.
Look, I'll say musically, not as cohesive as Euphoria, especially on that back end. Like that flow and that beat switch was trash. And while I didn't think the switch up in the second part was the worst, the momentum was brought down. And look, I mean, I need to go back over it, but at least on first listen, on first impression, the density of stinging bars, regardless of who wrote them. Yeah. I could have wrote them. You know? Maybe I was writing those bars. Maybe I'm a Drake ghostwriter. You don't know. The ratio of bars that were actually kind of sticking to filler, or even stuff that was like geared toward other people. I'm surprised he even spent any time talking about Ross on this track. Like, to me, that kind of watered it down a little bit more than it needed to. Yeah. You know, I mean, I feel like kind of at this point, at this date, especially with 2 tracks, thank you, especially with 2 tracks in your face now, right now, like kind of going back to the Ross thing, the Metro thing, the Abel thing, it's just dividing too much. Yeah. You know, right now there's one guy in your face and he's going crazy. Yeah. He's writing multiple songs about you. And, you know, as deadly and as mic drop level as some of the stuff he was saying on this track is, I just don't know if, you know, kind of framing this as like, I'm done, you're dead, it's over, I'm going on vacation now, is like the best move, because especially given some of the stuff that's been said here, no way Kendrick's not saying anything. Yeah. Like, no way he's not responding. Yeah. And do I really think Drake has the fortitude or the ability to like not, I mean, you know, for sure he'll drop another movie clip, you know, but like to literally say nothing, have no song, no response, no nothing, if Kendrick drops another full track, which I'm sure he probably will. I'm sure he probably will. So again, anyway, the track started off really strong, dropped off a little bit in the second bit, which again, I think he was dividing his attention a little bit too much there. And then musically, it like really went in the fucking toilet in the third section. But in the third section is when he said some of the most damning shit. Yeah. He really saved some of the most damning content for last at the very finish.
Even though he fucked up the flow and the beat.
You know, I think going longer than even Kendrick did, and Kendrick took a big risk going as long as he did, you know, but I think going even longer than Kendrick did didn't necessarily yield better results per se. I think a lot of what he was saying probably could have stung and hit a lot harder if he just condensed it down and just kind of kept it just simply to Kendrick. But like, with that being said, the claims of him being fake woke, not actually caring about his real neighborhood, moving out of there, the stuff he was saying about his wife, him having to sleep with white women to get his self-esteem up, and so on and so forth. You know, Drake also kind of flipping, you know, some of the colorist stuff on Kendrick and just be like, you know, hey, like, you know, what if our kids who are mixed played together, you know, would you be afraid to be seen with somebody who's blacker than you? It's like, you know, some of these lines, I imagine on some level they have to sting. You know? Yeah. And, you know, I did think on some level, like if Drake was going to come back, and sort of, you know, make any effective punches at Kendrick, I thought, you know, some of his lines would probably take on the tone of like a bit of a pot calling the kettle black kind of thing, or kind of like illustrating that there's not that much separation between you and me, and you're making it out to be so that it seems like you're more valid in your arguments than you actually are. But, you know, if any of that domestic violence stuff that he was saying is true, if any of that stuff actually like kind of comes out or surfaces, that's gonna be damning as fuck.
Yeah.
Like even more damning than being revealed that you have a kid, you know? Now, you know, with that being said, I don't think this track is like impossible to respond to, especially with it being as musically a mess as it is. But with that being said, like there's some embarrassing stuff on here. And like I said, if any of it's true or most of it's true, even half of it's true, like I said, on the NFR stream that we did not too long ago, Kendrick, I think, has a little more on the line than Drake in terms of the squeaky clean presentation of his image publicly right now. You know, Drake has his image, his public persona, you know, personal things about him have been dragged out of the closet, have been run through the mud. You know, the guy's really been through the ringer, and you could debate on whether or not he deserves it, but the guy's really been through the ringer in terms of like, you know, a whole variety of different things about him, that have been exposed, you know, whereas like Kendrick, not as many personal, you know, not as many skeletons have been pulled out of Kendrick's closet over the years. The ones that mostly have been are ones that he's been happy to sort of share out there in his own music. You know, look, I'll say this musically, I don't think it was as cohesive as the Kendrick track. As just as a standalone song, I didn't enjoy it as much. It kind of just felt like 3 songs, which is kind of funny because obviously there's 3 separate sections of the Kendrick track, but it kind of flowed really cohesively. This was a lot more lopsided and awkward in certain points and pockets. But Drake had a lot to say, and some of the best stuff that he had to say, in my opinion, frankly, content-wise, was pretty deadly. And there were some, you know, clever flips, you know, and little pieces of wordplay here and there, but it's Drake. He's obviously not going to dive into that as much as Kendrick is. With Drake, because he's operating on a certain level, his fans expect a certain kind of tone and writing style. A lot of what you see is what you get, you know? But it's an interesting response. Alec, any thoughts so far?
No, I mostly agree with you. I think cohesively, I like the Kendrick stuff a little bit better than the Drake stuff. But that's just kind of my personal bias. I do think, you know, like, does it need to be 7 minutes? Probably not. Now, honestly, he probably could have just chopped all
closer to the microphone.
Sorry, he could probably could have chopped up all 3, and I think maybe like, you know, done like a mini diss EP. Does that sound crazy?
First off, get rid of the poll because the poll's still on the screen.
Okay.
Maybe a mini diss EP.
Come on.
It would be bloated.
Yeah, it would be bloated.
Wait. Drake dropped another song on IG. No fucking way.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He didn't even give this one time to breathe? Didn't even give this one time to breathe? Are you serious? I think I got it here.
Boss, a bitch to me.
Why does he sound kind of like 2012
Okay,
Kendrick?
I think this is just a promo. I think it's just a promo.
You see what I'm saying?
What is it?
He kind of sounds like 2012 Kendrick.
Looking in the mirror, still embarrassed. You're on your first tour with us, trying to catch a vibe. You feel like Twitter ghost writing your reply. It's come true, Crody. This is where you die.
Okay, so that just kind of seems like a little teaser.
Yeah.
You know, but still,
If you in a
still pretty nasty. Still pretty nasty. We have not reviewed the Dua Lipa. We stopped listening to new albums and everything because this happened. All right. So with that being said, have we heard everything? Have we heard everything now? We listened to the song on YouTube. We listened to that. Have we heard all the things? If there are any other things to listen to, tell me what it is and where it is. Play T-Pab.
From start to finish.
Okay. All right. I think we've heard everything. Again, for those of you who are just now arriving, I don't know what else to necessarily add to everything that we just said. I mean, look, I think the Drake track was a little bloated. Started off high in terms of energy and focus and intensity, and really kind of dropped off over time. But with that being said,
what you're saying is,
what is it?
Started from the bottom.
Stop. Literally not what I'm saying. Stop. But with that being said, there were some super scathing bars and allegations on the track that were honestly pretty deadly. And if, especially the last bit having to do with his significant other, if any of that stuff is true, that's going to be pretty harsh of a reality for Kendrick to deal with, being kind of like put out there into the world. But, if Drake is bullshitting, Kendrick could call his bluff. And if that's true, that could, also be pretty embarrassing for Drizzy as well. I guess we'll have to see. But I think musically, it's not a great response, but in terms of spilling tea, pulling skeletons out of the closet and flipping a few things back on Kendrick and, being as on his lyrical game as Drake can be, because he's not the quintuple entendre guy. The response was not too bad. Look what Drake posted on his story. Oh God, what did Drake post on his story? What did Drake post on his story? It's Drake's got a story. He has a story. What's his story? I've seen these story posts already. The caution tape, the everything. Is there something new? Oh, there's a new story post. It's a photo of an owl. Okay. All right. This is ominous.
A picture of an owl.
It's a picture of an owl looking at a red button. It's a picture of an owl. It's looking at a red button. I mean, there you go. He still hasn't pressed it yet. He's saying I could still put out things. I could still say things. There are things I could still say. So, which I think is the position both him and Kendrick took in both of their responses. There are still things. I haven't totally gone nuclear yet.
Yeah.
And again, I think given everything Drake said on this, Kendrick has to respond.
Yeah.
Kendrick has to respond. And I think he already planned to respond. I think he didn't put everything into the track. I don't think he put everything in Euphoria he was trying to put out there. So,
I mean, that's why he partially released today.
Look, I'm going to say this. Like, I know we're all having fun and reacting to this, and it's crazy and it's insane and it's just like so over the top. It's like next level. It's like, the most
people are saying that Kendrick dropped on Twitter.
We'll check it out. Check it out. It's like the most unhinged, insane thing that we've witnessed in this era of hip hop, right now. But as you just said, as Slinky just said, if this becomes a mutually, mutual destruction thing, and this ends up kind of ruining both of them at the same time, that's going to be an ugly outcome. That's going to be a real ugly outcome that I don't know if, like, when this is over, are we going to be happy that happened? Is that going to be the outcome that we want?
Isn't this been going on for like 3 weeks?
It's been going on for like a month now, a little less than a month at this point.
Yeah. This feels long.
Yeah. I mean, well, the Drake's response took like, several weeks to come out. Kendrick 17 days.
Yeah. And
now we're here, and it's really heating up fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Look up the new King Ho website, something. New King Ho. It's the restaurant Kendrick referenced in Euphoria, and you weren't paying attention to the bar. Look up New King Ho website. I'll look it up too. New King Ho website.
What'd you call me?
Yeah, that's New Ho King. New Ho King. Is it posted on New Ho King Delivery, California? Is it on the website? I'm looking now. Can I DoorDash this? If I DoorDash an order from New Ho King, does it come with a Drake diss? Like, I'm looking over here. There's this so much. This is such a mess. Drake dropped a nuke. Yeah. No, we've been paying attention. We've been watching. We've been listening. I don't know what the new Ho King website is.
Neither do I.
newhokingdelivery.ca. Is there another site? Drizzy Special. we did listen to Family Matters, and we listened to the teaser on Instagram. Yeah, I think Taylor has to. I think Kendrick has to get Taylor on the reply, and not just Jack Antonoff on the next beat.
I mean, he's already 1 degree away from.
Is there anything on Kendrick's Twitter?
No.
Anything? No, nothing. Okay.
It was just the Euphoria post.
Just the Euphoria
from 3
post.
days ago.
Whew. Okay, well, damn. This is a lot.
Yeah.
This is a lot. There's a lot in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
There's a very lot going on. A lot going on. Yes, we did listen to Kevin Abstract. Of course, yes, we did.
Yeah.
We did. Okay, chat's trolling a little bit too much. I think we got to go sub only for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Because chat's fucking going crazy. Chat's just becoming difficult to deal with. Sorry for those who were made free earlier. Sorry to those who were made free earlier. But we listened to the Drake track. We listened to the track. We listened to Family Matters. And, Euphoria, musically, I think a lot more solid. But that did not take away from the fact that content-wise, Family Matters was a shocker. I think Family Matters was a shocker. So, the St. Vincent review is in the can. I just have to post it in the next 24 hours. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Sabrina Carpenter did win this round.
What is it?
Somebody said Sabrina Carpenter won this round.
Sabrina Carpenter did win this round. That is true. That is true. All right. He did take cheap shots, but here's the thing. Like the Charlie Crockett record, I just thought was okay. Look, there are Kendrick did get personal on the Drake record. He did get personal on Euphoria. You cannot deny that. Kendrick got personal on Euphoria, and he literally put bars into that track saying, I'm aiming low. I'm aiming fucking low. And, I think Drake and his fans, look, Drake is no stranger to this. He brought up Pusha's girl, in the midst of his beef with him. And, given how things went down with the story of Adidon, I think, Drake kind of learned that if you're going to beef with somebody, you either go to hell or you take an L. You either go to hell or you take an L. And I think Drake's ready to go to hell. I think it would be funny if Push decided to walk back into the beef. Honestly, it would be funny. It would be funny. But given just how nasty Drake got on this track, I think it would look a little weak on Kendrick's part if he were to sort of go out of his way to tag in a buddy, I think if he did that, it would be a little much, because this has gotten extremely personal. And Drake matched Kendrick's level of nastiness, and I think pushed it a little further.
Yeah, but I gotta say that line about Kendrick's wife being taller than him.
Yeah. And how all the short bars were in there, but I'll say this, the short bars on this track were better than the short bars on Push-Ups. If you're going to do short bars, I guess, but I don't know. I guess at least it wasn't just short.
The
short
fact
guy
that
bars.
the cover art for Push-Ups was literally just a shoe site.
Yeah, no, I know.
Thing. That was
a shoe size chart. No, I know. All right. Well, geez. Thank you very much. Thank you. That doesn't make sense. He needs self-defense with her, but he beats her. Yeah, no, it doesn't quite make sense in terms of what Drake says. I guess what, matters ultimately is if that line, see, here's the thing, Drake can say anything, Drake can say a lot of things, and Kendrick can say a lot of things. They can both accuse each other of stuff that never sees the light of day, for example, both of them for diss after diss after diss, they can continue to throw at each other. Oh yeah, you lose more of a percentage off of your contract, and you lose more of a percentage off of your contract. But unless unless either of them actually like show papers, unless either of them are going to their team and like, here, scan this, put this in the scanner, you know, and like posting, like that's an accusation that can get thrown around all day and no one would ever actually know the truth. You know, what matters as a result of mentions and allegations like what Drake is saying on this track is if this ends up snowballing into anything where somebody's like, actually, I know for a fact that happened, or if there's any sort of like truth, or if there's any sort of evidence of this that pops up as a result of this, because immediately after Pusha said that shit about Drake's son, that stuff came to light with his baby mama and so on and so forth. So what matters is, yeah, in a way he's kind of fishing, you know, which again, there's Fire Gecko. Thank you. In a way, there's a danger to that, because if you say a bunch of shit, especially if it's stuff as concrete as what Drake is claiming on this track, if the receipts don't come up, you look like a fucking idiot. You know, you look like an asshole. You look like a liar, you know, and Kendrick did say literally it was an open threat on Euphoria. Don't tell any lies about me. I won't tell any truths about you. So if Drake is going out of his way to lie, or, you know, is just going off of bad evidence because he knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, who knows if he's doing his due diligence. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. We don't know, you know. But if he's not actually doing his due diligence and making sure that the stuff that he's putting on this track is for real, that's going to be pretty nasty. That's not going to look good on Drake, you know. If he's you know, fabricating. You know, but it's also not going to look good once, you know, maybe Kendrick follows through with his threat of, you know, responding as nastily as he possibly can with receipts, I guess, if Drake tells even a single falsehood about him. So I don't know if I have anything else to add beyond that. I kind of feel like that's just kind of the current state that we're at. I thought Drake would get nasty. I thought Drake would get personal. He did, while I wasn't crazy about the progression of the song, and I thought it kind of trailed off after a while. There was some biting commentary on there. There was some biting content on there, and it was a shocker. Drake, you know, look, here's the thing. The worst thing that could happen with Drake, or the worst thing we could have gotten out of a Drake response, is a track that was so bad and so trash and just so lacking in substance that it didn't keep the ball in the air, and that there was really no reason for Kendrick to respond because nothing was said and it really had nothing going on, and it didn't sound good either. Drake shot back. Drake hit back, and I think he hit back hard. I think he hit back hard enough to where Kendrick has to do a counterpunch of some sort.
Yeah.
I think there's no denying that. If you're denying that this is worth responding to, and it is worth responding to, you're bullshitting yourself. You're bullshitting everybody. This has to be responded to.